Hello and welcome to the video. In this video, we're going to look at how to convert from radians to degrees. So basically, radians and degrees are two different ways to measure angles. And so far in the course and also in GCSE, you've probably just been using degrees. But in A-level, a lot of things are a lot easier if we start to use radians instead, which take a bit of getting used to. And what we're going to do here is just to see how we convert between the two. So it says convert the following angles in radians to degrees. So we're given a whole bunch of angles measured in radians. We just convert each of them to degrees. That's all we're doing. Before we start though, I want to kind of describe what the relationship between them is. So if you look here, these are the ones that you want to memorize. So pi radians is 180 degrees. Like those values are the same. And the weird thing is just remembering that pi is the same thing as 3.14. That's all pi means. So basically what we're saying is that 3.14 radians is 180 degrees. Yeah. Or 2 pi radians is 360 degrees. That would be like 6.28 radians. And if you remember this keep it, if you remember that pi, same thing as 180, you can sort of work out lots of other things. So if you had pi over 2, that would be half of 180, so 90 degrees. Yeah. Or you can think of it as 3.14 is equivalent to 180 degrees. So if you had maybe 4 radians, you know it would be a bit more than 180. Yeah, like maybe something like 230 degrees. But other than using these as models to work other things out, we can also use this conversion, where if you're given something in radians, you multiply it by 180 over pi, and that will convert it to 2 degrees for you. So if we scroll down a bit and look at this first one, pi a, this one says that we have pi over 30. And we need to convert this into degrees. So all we do here is multiply this by 180 over pi. And that's it. When we do this, these pi's will cancel out, and we'll be left with 180 over 30, which is 6. So it's 6 degrees. So we can put the little degree symbol up here. That's it, 6 degrees. Or for this one here, we have pi over 5. So again, to put it into degrees, we just multiply it by 180 over pi. And this time we'll be left with 180 over 5, which is 36 degrees. Yeah. And again, so these, they're not really going to get any different now. Each one, we just multiply it by 180 over pi, simplify it down. Yeah, you can pop all that in the calculator. To be fair, like, you can actually put the pi into the calculator as well. Like, it won't make any difference, so you can do that. And overall, that should come out with 105 degrees. So hope you're getting the hang of these. This is all you do. Another way, something else to do while you're doing these is sort of like, you can sort of take a guess of what you expect to get. So you see here we have 7/8 of pi. So it's basically a whole pi, isn't it? You know, like 7/8. That's close to 8/8, so it's close to 1 whole. Which means I'm expecting this to be only a little bit less than 180 degrees. So I do my working, and put it in the calculator, and we get 157.5. Yeah. And that makes sense, because I was thinking it would be 7/8 of 180. So it's close to 180. This one here, we're thinking 5 over 2, which is 2.5, so 2.5 pi. So remember, pi was 180. So if we have 2.5 pi, we have 2.5 times 180. So 180, add 180 is 360. Add the other half is 90, so it should be 450 in total. But again, we can pop this in and put it in the calculator, and that would give us 450. This time though, it's just 5 pi. And whenever you see this, just think of that pi as being 180 degrees. So it's 5 times 180, which is 900 degrees. Or if you want to, you can just do this every time. Effectively, it's the same thing. And we get 900 degrees. And that's it. So I hope all that stuff has made sense. I think the main thing to take away is just to remember that pi is equivalent to 180 degrees. Yeah, that's what I use all the time. Now that I'm used to it, I don't really ever use this equation myself, because you just kind of understand it too, and then it's quite easy to convert. But basically, try to understand this, but whenever you're stuck, use this equation here, and that's it, you're sorted. But it's always helpful to be able to convert between the two in your head, or at least get a rough idea of what a radian value would give you in degrees. Anyway, that's all. So have a go at the MCQs down below. Hope they all make sense. If you get stuck on anything, then just let us know in the FAQ, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks.